Hello everyone, myself Saurav Singh Kushwaha, a student of MTech IT 7th semester from IIPS JVV College, and I am going to give a presentation on the topic cloud security, which is a sub-part of cloud computing subject. And this presentation is guided by Dr. Vivek Srivastava sir. So let's start the presentation. So, cloud security. So, in this world, as organizations are increasingly migrating their data and applications to the cloud, securing cloud environments is on the top priority. Cloud security encompasses technologies, policies, and best practices designed to protect the data, application, and infrastructure within the cloud service or environments. Now, what is a cloud security? So, cloud security encompasses measures and technologies that protect cloud-based systems, data, and infrastructure. It also ensures the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of resources in the cloud environment. Now, data protection is the first point. So, protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification, or destruction, this all comes under the data protection. Now, system security, protecting cloud infrastructure, services, and applications from attacks, vulnerabilities, and failures comes under system security. Now, adhering to relevant regulations and standards for data privacy, security, and governance comes under the compliances. Now, the first thing that comes under our mind when we see cloud security is why is cloud security so important? So, first point is data protection. So, as cloud environments store vast amounts of sensitive data, including customer information, financial records, and intellectual properties, this data is so vulnerable to various threats such as unauthorized access, data breaches, and malware attacks. So, data protection is very needed, and hence cloud security is important. Now, the second point is business continuity. A security breach can disrupt business operations and cause significant financial loss. So, a strong security measures are essential to maintain business confidentiality and ensure uninterrupted services delivery. Now, the third point is compliances. Organizations must adhere to various industry regulation and compliance standards such as HIPAA for healthcare, PCI DSS for payment card data, and GDPR for personal data protection. The fourth point is reputation. The data breaches can damage an organization's reputations, leading to the loss of customers' trust and potential legal repercussions. For example, if an organization's data is lost or it doesn't have the security cloud, so if their clients are knowing that their data is not secure in that particular organizations, then the reputation of that organizations towards their clients will be lost in the market, and that will lead to a huge financial loss for that particular organization. So these all are the cloud security things which are important. So that's why cloud is so important. Now coming towards cloud services models. So first we have different scope of services provided by cloud providers influencing the service and security responsibilities shared between the provider and the customers. So the first one is IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service. It provides infrastructure resources like servers, storage, and networking. Customers are responsible for operating systems, application, and security. Now the second one is PaaS, that is platform as a service. So it offers a platform for developing, deploying, and managing applications. The provider handles the infrastructure and operating systems while customers manage the application and security. The third one is the software as a system. So that it delivers software applications over the internet. The provider manages all aspects of the software, infrastructure, and security while customers access the software. Now, in the data protection, we have encryption, data loss prevention, access controls. So let's see each one of them one by one. So in encryption, data at rest and in transit is crucial to protect sensitive information from unauthorized access. Encryption algorithms transform data into unreadable format, making it incomprehensible to unauthorized individuals. Now, data loss prevention technologies help organizations to identify and prevent sensitive data from leaving the cloud environment. DLP solution can monitor data transfers, identify sensitive data information, and block unauthorized transmissions. Now, coming towards the third point, that is access control. Implementing granular access control ensures that the authorized user can access specific data or resources. Now, regulatory compliances include HIPAA, PCI DSS, or QDPR. So the HIPAA stands for the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act that sets a standard for protecting sensitive patients' health information in the healthcare industry. Cloud providers must demonstrate compliances with HIPAA regulations to ensure the secure handling of PHI. Now coming towards PCI DSS, it is for the payment card industry and it has the security requirements for organizations handling credit card data. Cloud providers must comply with PCI DSS to protect cardholder data and prevent fraud. Now QDPR stands for the General Data Protection Regulations, governs the processing of personal data of individuals within the European Union. Cloud providers must comply with the GDPR principles, ensuring the protection of personal data and respecting individual rights. Now, the important model for cloud security is a shared responsibility model. The first one is the cloud provider. The cloud provider is responsible for securing the underlying infrastructure, including servers, networks, and data centers. And the customer is responsible for securing data and applications running in the cloud, including access control, encryption, and data loss prevention. So in this diagram, you can see whether the cloud computing application are here. There are the infrastructure, the securities, infrastructure application, and shared data. Now, shared data responsibility model. So let's learn more about shared responsibility model. So the responsibility model describes the division of security responsibilities between a cloud provider and its customer. So cloud providers are accountable for securing infrastructure, physical and network security, where customers are responsible for securing their data and application running within the environment. And this can also include implementing like access control, encryption, and data loss prevention. Now, coming towards common cloud security challenges. The first one is misconfiguration. Incorrect configuration can create vulnerabilities that the attackers can exploit. Second point is unpatched systems. Outdated software and operating systems are very prone to the security flaws. Insider threats. Unauthorized access or malicious actions by employees or contractors can pose significantly security risk. Now, API security. As APIs are vulnerable to attacks, requiring secure authentication and authorizing mechanisms is very useful. Cloud security skill gaps. The lack of qualified security professionals with cloud security expertise can hinder effective security implementation. Now, coming towards the key technologies and tools for the cloud security. So, here we have five key technologies and tools which are required for cloud security and its prevention of data breaches. For example, the first one is CASBS, that is Cloud Access Security Brokers, which provides the visibility and control over data and threat protection. The second one is encryption and key management services, which prevents the sensitive data with encryption keys. Firewall and intrusion prevention systems, that is IPS, protects the networks and applications in the cloud. Now, security information and event management monitors and manages the security incidents. The last one is the vulnerability management tools. These are the tools that scans and mitigates vulnerabilities in the cloud systems and prevent the threats and breaches from the attackers. And these are the main keys or tools which are required for cloud security. Now, coming towards the encryption, identity, and access management, encryptions transform the unreadable format, protecting the sensitive data. Identifying and access management controls the access to cloud resources, ensuring that the only authorized user can access the specific data. Monitoring cloud environments helps identifying suspicious activities, security threats, and potential vulnerabilities. Now, at last, vulnerability management. Regularly scanning for patching vulnerabilities helps prevent attackers from exploiting known weakness in the system or cloud. Now, these are all the strategies for mitigating or preventing cloud security risk. The first one is implementing strong security policy. So, by establishing strong security policies that outline acceptable use, access controls, data handling practices, and incident response procedures. Embracing security automation, automating security tasks such as vulnerability scanning, patch management, incident response can reduce the risk of human error. Invest in the security training. As we have discussed this previously, train employees on cloud security best practices and awareness of phishing attacks so that the risk of insider threats can be reduced. And at last, regularly monitoring and reviewing is very necessary for the mitigation of cloud security risk. And these are also the best practices for cloud security that we have discussed earlier, like data encryption, strong authentication, regularly security audits, security monitoring, and employee training for better security and reducing the risk of data breaches. Now let's see the future trends in cloud security. So the first one is zero trust models. Never trust, always verify for stricter access control, AI and machine learning for threat detection, quantum encryption. This means that preparing for potential future quantum-based attacks, serverless security, securing functions in serverless computing environments, and last, improved compliance automation, that is automating audits and compliance tasks. So the conclusion is continuous improvement. Cloud security is an ongoing journey, so it's crucial to adopt to evolving threats and technologies and improving to that so that we can help in preventing the cloud risk. And key takeaways that we can take from this presentation is implement best practices, understand the shared responsibility model, and stay informed about the current security trends to help the cloud services and platforms for better performances and reduce the risk of cloud threats and improve the cloud security. So thank you for watching this video.